Hello, I'm Shako King back here once again. Subtitle video. Hajime Pro round, I believe 15-15 came out today. Double check. Yeah, 15-15 came out, and I've been across the world once again, getting things done. You know, things are moving forward. Hope things turn out all right for me. But I've been thinking about this chapter all day. You know, no place to find no bitch, find no ducats, and all I can say, whatever happened, what has happened. Sendo's loading up his smash. To recap last chapter, Ricardo got an anti-tiger method, and well, you're gonna read what the chapter is called, and you whatever happened, have to look into this. So we see Sendo seemingly throw out his smash, and Ricardo's moving his right hand. Round 4, the exchange between the tiger, the champion, and seeing up. Sendo's maximum firepower smash and Ricardo's counter collide. Round 15-15, we get this close-up shot of Sendo with the slit eye. Round 15-15, loneliness at the top. And it seems like they both are aiming at the same time. Both of them. Wow, Ricardo's looking different. Paul, what Ricardo's hair? Well, look at Ricardo's hair, boy. Ricardo's looking different. Look at him. So I was right. So the fight could be wrapping up. We see this close up of Sendo. He looks at Wally. He looks at Ippo. Looks at Wally. Get a close up of his eye. Monkey. And it seems like he's putting all behind his smash. And the punch is Ricardo's punch going forward. An upward swing and a downward one. The punches intersect, and it goes black. Wow, George, that you're gonna tease us, huh? Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. Thump. You're climbing a mountain again. I'm climbing up. Where you see somebody says this. Is that? Well, who is that between? I'm climbing up. I'm aiming for a different peak this time. I made it to the WBA rankings. What does it mean to be strong? One-time champion. Maybe I'll know. Then let's view it together. Okay, wait for me. Is that Ricardo's dad? Yeah, I think that's Ricardo's dad, and this is in Mexico. I don't think, yeah. What is this, like the... Yeah, I think this is the extensions of the Rockies. And I guess his dad never came back. By the way, these panels are looking. So, yeah, he runs down. As somebody's climbing up. And up to the top. And looks up. Papa, I made it. Yeah, that's his dad. Papa, I made it here. This is the view we were meant to see. I guess his father died, or did it make it? So that's him running down. The journey here was not so difficult. Even once I made it to the peak, I felt no particular sense of accomplishment. Without any reference point for comparison, I don't even know where I'm staying right now, nor see anyone or anything. I'm just alone. What do you search for up here? What on earth does it mean to be strong, Papa? Wait. Somebody, someone clamps on. Wait, Ricardo noticed by somebody's hand. Wait, somebody's climbing up next to him. Ricardo turns around, looks at him. Ah! Ricardo's down! Yes! Ricardo's been dropped. Oh my gosh. Sendo punched him so hard. Sendo punched him so hard. Sendo punched him so hard, his mind went back to him being a kid. Oh my gosh. And Sendo's winding up his hand. No way. There's no way. A double page. I told you. Another double page spread. I told you we went on break. George gonna bring that double page spread. Excellent. Sendo's winding up the art, bro. Ain't no way he don't knock Ricardo back to being a kid. Oh my god. We don't got his whole backstory. Ain't no way. And the announcer says, ah. And the ref says, neutral corner. Bill Stewart in his corner made a shot. Sendo's and Hoshi's unbelieves. Ippo is having a stroke. Miata is unfazed. Mari is horrified. And the announcer is losing his mind. Takamura is semi-posed, and Date is sweating bullets. And the announcer says the count has started. He's down. Ain't no more fucking way. The announcer said this is a historic moment. The arena erupts. Osaka Castle. The Suken the Sukentaku Aquarium, all of all of Dogawa is shaking. The Nano Tiger has stolen the first down from the absolute champion. And Sendo's coach and host is like, Sendo, I knew he was the man to do it. Bill Stewart's like Ricardo. Ippo is he's unable to even drink his water. Look. And the ref counts to 4. And the announcer says the count continues. The ref says 5-6. How steep is the champion damage? Can he even stand? The challenger spin his arm round and round. He's still full of fire. Well, and the announcer says, well, and the ref still counting. Can he stand? I'm gonna give my commentary later. Let's continue this. Or is this the end? Look at this. We don't see the shot of Ricardo. And the crowd says, ah. And the announcer says, he's up. And the audience like, ah, dang it, just stay down. And the coach and the ref says Ricardo. And Ricardo is, his mind is temporarily in a different dimension. And Ricardo's like, ah, that's right. A fighting pose. Please forgive me. This is my first time from this side. The announcer says they continue. The match resumes. Ding, 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 ding. That's in the round 4. I'll hold on my commentary till later. And the announcer says, and the gong to end round 4. What an unbelievable development. What an incredible match. And the crowd's like, damn it. He would have just won the title with just a little more. He can end it in the next round. You just got lucky, Ricardo. And Senna says, Sha. And Ricardo's like, finally, he's appeared. You see this silhouette of a Senna climbing up, and Ricardo looking at him. I'll get my commentary later. Ricardo says, someone to break my loneliness. And Mars like, well, what just happened? Ippo is down there guzzling water. And Mari says, Senna threw put out a smash. And Ricardo met him with a counter. And after that, it got all mixed up and somehow he went down. And I said the truth is, even I got too engrossed to understand. And an announcer says, let's watch a replay during the break. And will the two commentators please provide possible analysis? The challenger throws a smash here. The perfect timing for the champion's counter. And then end of chapter. It is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Like I told you, he dropped him in sparring. He can do it in a real match. Like I said. You don't understand. I've thought all day. Not even on purpose. I had to go do something today. So I had to take an hour and 30-minute trip on the bus. The bus kept breaking down. I had to go fill out some paperwork here and there. And all I kept thinking about was this chapter. And it was like, boy, I want Senna to win. But it's just like there's no guarantee of victory. But even in the face of damnation and abject oblivion, I was like, well, if he lose, he lose. He wins, he wins. Team Sendo until the end. You can't deny George Hattis. George Hattis, as soon as they went for the duel, as soon as they threw both of the punches and it looked like a duel exchange that they were spread, and we got the Ricardo flashback, I was like, oh yeah, Sendo's done. Oh, you don't put Sendo straight to sleep. Damn. But I was like, until, like, as soon as it cut away to all black, I was like, but he didn't show the punch. But so it's up in the air. So I was like, George, you're teasing us. Just if Sendo went down, then just show me. Don't play with me, George. Don't play with me. If my champion went down, if Sendo got dropped, show me. All right, just show me, George. I'm not going to cry. But we got the Ricardo flashback. So what I gained from the flashback is, to remember, Ricardo found Bill Stewart when he was a kid. So it's rather one or two things happened with Ricardo Martinez. One, his father abandoned him on top of that mountain. Or, more than likely, option 2, his father died on his way to becoming something greater. Now, we don't know if Ricardo always had dreams to be a boxer. We don't know if Ricardo's dad is a boxer. But as far as we can tell, and as far as we know, they had aspirations, Martinez Sr. and Martinez Jr., to do something great in the world, right? They wanted to see a viewpoint like no other. They wanted to see a viewpoint that is uncrowded, uncomparable to anything else in this world. Yes, they wanted some of that similar moral equation. Well, I want to see the same views of Makuryuchi, but Ricardo wanted to even dream further than that. And seemingly, Ricardo's Martinez Sr. passed away with some incidents. We don't know if he was just too he was got overworked to death, car accident. Could it be he got caught up with some violence down there? Who knows? But it seemed like somehow, way or another, that he lost his father. Now, this could just imply that he grew up the rest of his life with his mother, or it could be that his father was the only caretaker, and that an extra layer to the whole Ricardo loneliness is the fact that ever since he lost his father, that is not just a sensation of finding a kindred spirit. It was also a like to find somebody who truly understands what that's like. And some might say, "What do you mean?" Because ironically, who else shared his backstory? Sendo's mother died not too long after her birth. After his birth, and Sendo's dad died being a firefighter. Only thing Sendo had was his grandma. We don't know if Ricardo had anybody like that. All we know is that from what we got from the Wally fight was Bill Stewart found him as a kid. We don't know if he adopted him. Now we never had any sensation that Bill Stewart had like a father in some relationship. Well, Bill Stewart and Ricardo had a father in some relationship. We just know that they've always known each other for like ever since Ricardo was a kid, right? They say Ricardo's like some what mid 30s, late 30s, somewhere around there. And Bill Stewart got to easily be like what 50, 60, somewhere around there, easily. But even though he look he aged pretty well. He's not looking like Coach Corrigan, but Corrigan like pushing 70 somewhere around there. So 70, 80. So that's different. I'm telling you, he had a runner. I was willing to say, "Hey, look, George, now stop playing. Don't you go to black. You know what time it is. If he lost, he lost. Sendo got his bitch ass." And more than likely, like I said before, remember what Mari said. Mari said Sendo went for a smash. Ricardo went for his counter, and then things all got mixed up. AKA, remember, ironically enough, Ippo's losing his mind, Mara's losing hair. Miyata is calm and composed as can be. You was leading us on this whole time, wasn't you, Miyata? No, wasn't you, Miyata? But this guy here, Miyata's a special type of specimen. And then the imagery of seeing Sendo climb up that fucking pillar, and Ricardo is like, "What witchcraft is this?" And then he wakes up from the dream. Like I said before, did Ricardo believe in the dream? Did he believe in the dream? Remember, the fight's not over, right? The fight's not over. It's going into round 5. Anything can happen. Anything. So the El Diablo paradox can trigger, and we can get this whole extra layer. We don't know what's going to happen. But most of the next chapter, like I said, if the chapter 10 pages, most of the chapter would be to replay some corner stuff, and then like the next chapter, 15, 17, the fight would start back. If it's the replays on like 3 pages, in like 17 pages, we could actually get into the fight round and see how the rest of the fight would go. But I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Was it a duel exchange? I don't think so. Because no one commented that Sendo got hit. No one mentioned anything about it. Because I knew, I read the chapters, it's like loneliness at the top. I was like, damn, he must have got him. Don't gave him the Billy McCullum. Don't hit him with the Wally. Don't put him down. Put him straight to sleep. But I was going to still be there for Sendo, you know. I had all day to think about it. And win or lose, Team Sendo till the end. Until the end. And I was thinking back on some of the comments people was making. It's just like, if it is over, if Sendo gets pushed straight to sleep, like, the only thing to worry about is how would Ippo react to it and how you could see the rest of his career. But outside of that, if he wins, he wins. He loses, he loses, right? Thinking about what if we could have got a Sendo versus Miyata or so on and so on. What if matches, right? Who knows, right? Who knows? But in this case, Sendo got his bitch ass. It's more than likely. So here's my personal theory on what happened, right? I don't think Sendo got hit. Rather, he neck rolled at the end. I don't think he took a punch, or by the time Sendo took the counter, he already did so much damage to Ricardo that Ricardo was getting put straight to sleep, or drifting off into a different dimension, drifting back into his memories, and that's more than likely what happened, right? So the thing is, Miyata said the technique was incomplete, and he never elaborated on what he meant by that. And that is, I think it'd be pretty simple. Now, as much as I praise the great Takamura, right? There are times Takamura can be very straightforward and very narrow-minded. We see him do this against David Eagle, where he spent the entire fight trying to land this overblown swing, which he didn't even need to land. Even though he can jab with David Eagle and do everything else, he kept trying to do the same thing over and over again, right? There are times where he can be narrow-minded. There's times where he can be, how I put it. There are times where you can get mad and think very. It's like when you see something very. You can be very short-minded and not see the full picture, right? At certain times, but it depends on how you feel at the time. You know, Takamura is the great Takamura for a reason. But Miyata, on the other hand, and the way they've been building up Ricardo, it is a different ordeal, right? And that is, they think a lot more about the micro reactions and the micro adjustments and the micro small things. Like we see Miyata way early in his career outbox, well, infight somebody. He didn't even need to infight him, then counter him. We've seen me like some of the things we see in the manga with some throwaway opponents. It's masterful. So they think so much more, and they do so much more. He had to make it look more believable against somebody like Miyata compared to a Takamura. Takamura be messing around, you playing around, and they can be very short-minded when you messing around or even trying to take somebody out. But it depends how you feel, right? And when things get real, Takamura can do anything. But Miyata and Ricardo, since they make so many micro adjustments, since they make so many small details, and they pay attention so much, that's why I kept elaborating on, does he believe the dream? Can you convince Ricardo to believe in something that is so obviously telegraphed, that is so obviously stupid to throw out at that current moment that he will buy into you being that dumb? You gotta trick a supercomputer that you're dumber than what you actually are to pull off a high IQ checker move. Alright? And that's pretty much what happens. He tricked the machine into believing that it was just gonna be another punch out of desperation. There's just gonna be another overwhelming punch. They're just big angry swings. There's no IQ. There's no textbooks to it. He's just doing anything. He's just throwing out punches and punches and punches. When in reality, he's setting up Ricardo to believe in a long-term dream of being very predictable. Now there's just some stuff going in the background. It's just like nobody has to talk that loud. But if you can get him, convince him to believe in a dream, a long con, he'll buy into it. He'll buy it. He'll buy it. But remember, Ippo never outsmarted Miyata in IQ. He just toughed him out and outthought him to a certain degree, and threw out something he never would expect. The 10 centimeter punch. Nobody expected it. It landed. The exact same thing that happened to Ricardo Martinez in sparring. Well, he was getting torn up, and he barely grazed him. Did he barely graze him? Did he? Now think about it. That just came full circle. We saw how Miyata lost the rematch against Ippo, right? 10 centimeters. Now think about what just happened to Martinez. And we gotta rewatch the tape. How much power did Ricardo just get hit by? In the same way Miyata struggled to get up. It took to what? Count what 7, 8, 9? No, I think it was like at count 8 Ricardo got up. Think about it now. What did B.O. Stewart say in sparring? Oh, it wasn't a serious punch. Sendo only grazed him. Coincidence? Methinks not! So maybe this whole time, the perfect virtual Ricardo was Miyata this whole time. Maybe that is what Miyata meant by that Sendo is the only possible person you can see currently to ever defeat Ricardo Martinez. Comes full circle. It didn't take a lot to put Miyata out of commission. So it's just, I don't know, quite happy as a clan. Good to see Sendo is still in there to fight. Still out my fight to go. But like I said before, it's not going past round 7. There's no way it goes past round 7. Now, Ricardo didn't get up any type of Bambi legs. He still seemed to be conscious. So the punch had to clip his chin. Had to. Now the true question is how much will Bill Stewart and Ricardo adapt to it? That's the real question here. Like sure I can get all cheered up and all happy about it and say Sendo did this and that and take my victory lap or say the fight's not over. We still don't got a new crown champion. We still don't know if the El Diablo thing is going to play a role into it or not. Because remember, he's finally accepted Sendo as a worthy challenge. That he's the man he's been waiting for after all these years. After all these years, all the hype, like this is what I've been waiting for. Finally, there's no more games. There's no more nothing. They finally see each other on the equal footings. So, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? I know most of the next, a decent portion, maybe 20%, could be 50%. We don't know. It's going to be a replay chapter. Well, a replay of what happened. Alright? But I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. They changed they changed the anti-Ricardo strategy to actually be effective against somebody who's Ricardo. But if Ricardo was to drop that, right, go full savage, go full barbaric, close range, and just fight him just to fight him, that overthinking or that believing in the dream thing wouldn't matter because Ricardo's just trying to win. But the same way that would play to defeat the anti-Ricardo strategy, it would also play into Sendo in fighting close range. Because the only person who loves a scrap more than Ippo is Gasto and Sendo. There is nobody. I think, besides from the great Takamura, besides from the great Takamura, there is nobody who loves a fight more than Sendo. I don't know what's wrong. This is what he lives for. Alright, Sender once proclaimed he wanted to know what it feels like to see somebody's knuckles versus knuckles, man versus man, and see who's the one who's the one can punch stronger than the other one. So I don't know, man. All I gotta say, George, you messed up for that, man. You messed up. You knew. But imagine if somebody spoiled the chapter and they only saw like the first 3 pages. I would have changed my bet. Hey, that's all I gotta say. But I hope you guys like the chapter. Like, comment, subscribe. How you believe how the rest of this is gonna turn out? Because apparently this is there's no break next week, and things are going down. Things are happening, baby. Things are going down, and things are happening. Happy as a clam right now. Happy as a clam. But it's been up to UK. I think that. Oh yeah. One last point. I was thinking on the bus, right? You gotta do it for Japan, Sendo. Do it for Osaka. Do it for Makunouchi. You know what's really funny? I didn't think him and Wally meant that much to each other. I really didn't. Well, he get no. He got up at what count? No, it doesn't say. I think he got up at like what? Yeah, 6. Yeah, he got something right. I didn't think he will actually, at this moment, out of all people to think about. But yeah, Ricardo's here looking different. George, what you? Oh, that's the wind blowing his hair. Out of all people, why did he think about Wally? I didn't expect that. Out of all people to think about, he thought about Wally. And the moments he thought about, is we got this shot of Ippo, Wally, Miguel in the corner, and he got to look at Sendo looking at Ippo. And we got a close up of Wally. I don't know. Sendo might be having this Takamura moment. You remember what Takamura told the coach? Never again. Never again. Well, why are you looking at that, coach? No, don't think about it, Ippo. Think about me. I'll show you. What can Takamura do? He can do anything. I can't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, he did it for Wally. He did it for Wally. He juiced up by the power of grandma. He did it for Wally. I didn't think those two were that close, but apparently they are. Because the last thing we saw before it landed, he thought about Wally. Shout out to Rich Homie Wally. For all the Wally haters out there not gonna like it. But shout out to Rich Homie Wally. And I'll leave it off with this. Why would he think about Wally? What did he see in that kid? Cause like yeah. Like, he was like 18 when he fought Ippo. Like yeah. Wally's like a few years younger. Like Sendo's like 1 year older than Sendo. And no, 1 year older than Ippo. And like Ippo is like what 5, 6 years. I don't know what type of bond him and Wally have. Hmm. He did it for the kid. Shout out to Rich Homie Sendo. Shout out to him. He did it for Wally Coon. He did it for Wally Coon. But that's been 3K. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.